guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to the £5 5 shops. This is a mini series I do where I only take £5 and I spend this in 5 different supermarkets. And the challenges of this, guys, I can only buy the supermarket owned brands. As we know, guys, they are much cheaper than the branded ones, and at the same time I'm not actually allowed to buy any multi-buys, so literally I have to buy the bottom shelf produce. And this is all to show you really, guys, how much we can possibly save for our prepper's pantry for only £5 a week. So as you might guessed already, guys, I've been to Lidl, and I must say, guys, some prices have actually increased yet again. The olive oil currently is £7.49. This is olive oil that I used to buy for £2.69 just a year and a half ago. It is absolutely ridiculous. I've noticed massive increases on the little chocolate bars, you know, the ones like a Snickers type things. They're gone up from like £1.05 to now £1.39. That's a huge increase, and this is just the minority of the products. A lot of the stuff also gone up. Luckily at the moment, guys, the things that we buy for our prepper's pantry are still an acceptable price. So let me go through with you. So first one, guys, I picked up another bag of porridge oats. They're still currently 90p, which is, I think, is really good. I will repackage them because they do come in a paper bag, which is not particularly great for long-term storage. All we got to do, put them in the Mylar bag and oxygen absorber, and they'll sit there indefinitely in our prepper's pantry if you're intending to keep them for that long. Right, next thing, guys, is rice. I can't go to Lidl, I don't pick up a bag of rice, just how it goes. Still 1 kilo, still currently 52 pence. I'm very astonished that the price is actually still hanging around at that, which is really good. So as long as they're still at that price, I'll still be buying them every time I go. Right, next thing, I picked up 2 spaghetti, 28p for half a kilo. I think still an absolute bargain. Again, rival brands, guys, we're looking up to like 75p to £1.25, which is, I think, absolutely ridiculous. It's just pasta after all, and it just tastes just as good. Right, next thing, let's go through some tins. Right, I've got first on my list, guys, is some potato. It's still 38 pence, seem to be quite across all the supermarkets at the moment. I've got a kidney beans, they were 35 pence. Got some chopped tomatoes, they're 39p. I've got some peach slices, 34 pence. I think it's very good. I've got some baked beans at 28p. Again, this is pretty much the same across the board. And I did pick up another tin of carrots. They are 49p for a little 300-gram tin, which is, I think, is a little bit on the pricey side, but they don't do them as their brand like a bottom, but this is still a little brand. So 49p, I think is a bit, but nonetheless, I think it's worth having. And guys, last but not least, it's plain flour. Still 79 pence, okay, and one thing I've noticed to you, and I'm going to point this out to you, the date on this flour is December 2024. We're now in July, right, and I bought this yesterday. So that's got 6 months date on it. Well, for fact, I've been buying flour constantly on pretty much, not weekly basis, but very often for the past 2 years, okay, to put this in my prepper's pantry. And I can guarantee you that the date on those flours is normally 1.5 to 2 years to the ones I've been buying. So suddenly this one only got 6 months left. If you follow the channel, I've done a video on shortages, and guys, flour was one of those on the agenda. So that indicates to me, you know how the stocks in the supermarket works on a previous year's harvest. So, well, to me that indicates that we are running low on flour. So once that's going to be running out, okay, and the supermarkets will run out of stock of the flour, and obviously warehouses eventually. So unless there's a new one coming in, which it doesn't look likely, we're not going to have any flour, or whatever flour going to be coming in with a fresh batch for 2 years potentially will be costing us far more, because obviously there wouldn't be a lot of it due to the weather that we had last year as well. So point to you guys, right? To me, I see this as a warning sign. You can look at it how if you don't think this is the case, then that's absolutely fine. It could be just, you say it's stock is running low and they're just pushing the old stock forward. Well, the flour is always goes off the shelves. It never sits there for it to sit there like they have old stock. So that's why I don't believe that. So if you are kind of, building up your prepper pantry and you cannot live without your flour, I suggest you stock up on a little bit of that before it disappears or becomes like £2 a kilo. So there we are. So anyway, guys, well, hopefully you enjoyed the little series. If you haven't seen the previous series, have a look on the channel. I've got loads of them there, and hopefully you enjoy this. Don't forget, thumbs up, maybe subscribe it if you haven't, and I shall see you in the next video. Bye bye.